And it got people thinking, long I do works, but then yet my heart is far away. I ain't got to worry about nothing. See, if you look at verse 6, he said, if your very own brother or your son or your daughter or the wife you love or your closest friend secretly entices you, saying, let us go and worship other gods that neither you nor your ancestors have known, gods of the people around you, whether near or far from one end of the land to the other. He said, do not yield to them or listen to them. Show them no pity. Do not spare them or shield them. He said, you must certainly put them to death. Your hand must be first in putting them to death, and then the hands of the people. Stone them to death because they tried to turn you away from the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. Then all Israel will hear and be afraid that no one amongst you will do such an evil thing again. So in other words, he's talking about how you got to mock a person. He don't want us to kill nobody, but what he's saying is, when he mean mark, in other words, he's saying that you know a person who, oh, girl, come on over here, let's go here and read these tarot cards. I think it's fun. I think it's something fun for us to do. He's saying you need to mark. In other words, put it in your spirit, put it in your mind. I got to stay away from them. You're trying to draw me away from the things of God. I ain't got nothing to do with you. That's it. You know, and he said, because see, what it is, that spirit is trying to separate you from the love of God. And see, and that's why he was here telling the children of Israel, you got to be careful of this thing. And see, by this being an end time demon, a lot of people don't recognize it. You could be listening to certain music and it'll push you away. I was even listening to something, even watching something on TV. And before I turned the TV on, I was going to read my Bible. But by the TV being on and then listen to the music, it just took my mind from what I said I was going to do. And now I'm all into the TV and forgot all about it. See, it's a pushing away. Even just like, even God showed me even with Facebook. That thing is designed because when you type in www in the Greek, those words are 666. The internet is meant to trip us off. So even you think about, even like with Facebook, you may get on there, someone get up and do this right here. Next thing you know, you're on there a whole hour. You say you're going to be on there for 2 seconds. I'm going to do this and be finished. And people don't wonder, ooh, my time. And that's why I hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's so addictive. Oh, I can't get off of it. You know, I try to go to sleep, but I got to wake up because I want to see what people are doing. But then how many times you read your Bible? I did. How many times you prayed? Well, I ain't had time. Well, you just checked your page. You just heard your phone notification. And that's what it did, was pushed the person away. And the people not able to realize that's why the enemy is doing this. And even you got to be careful, because even as I'm studying, we're going to talk about dreams next week. Even with the spirit of Belial, that the enemy will put dreams, will have you to have demonic dreams to push you away from the things of God. And the enemy, he will get to a place where, say for instance, he will have somebody who you know, who you love, and who you know won't do a thing to you. The enemy will paint a picture in that dream like that person is doing something, and you'll think, oh, they doing this. And it's really not the dream, it's that spirit of Belial. Because something even happened to me in the natural. God showed me a person was doing something for me, but in the dream, I looked at it and it wasn't a bad dream. But what happened was, what I seen happen in the dream, I just assumed it was God, because the person who I knew and what happened, I said, oh, okay, so God, this is what you're doing. And then in the natural, something happened different from in the natural. And I had to ask God, what happened? He said, well, that dream that you had, that dream wasn't me. He said, I had somebody to look like you. I had somebody to look like the other person to cause something else to happen. And when you looked at that dream, you thought it was me, showing you that when it really wasn't me. And anyway, I ended up messing around losing a blessing by something I'm thinking this God showing me. And then when God showed me, it was the devil showing me. And see, it go back to the spirit of Belial.